The farmhouse where the pace of life is slow and the lilies on the lake are broad and lush. We're all living here in clover. The mating season's over, so there won't be cause for anyone to blush. In our land, both green and pleasant, every bantam, duck, and pheasant, if they had, would be walking arm in arm. For our life is good and steady till we're plucked and oven ready. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. There's a turkey with the gobble, watches what'll start to wobble when the rooster cock-a-doodles the alarm. We've got pullets, we've got chickens, we've got whales, and what the dickens. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Gorgeous vision this is. It's Ida, she's my missus. So forgive me if I'm laying on the smarm. She goes into quacking to point out the skills I'm lacking. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers in our duckyard of free rangers. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Where waterfowl have wattled, little chicks get mollycoddled, for the cat would like to do them grievous harm. He's our only source of worry, feathers rarely get to bury. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm.
How they flatter themselves. I never show much interest in this group. I admit I'm quite a glutton, but this feathered form of mutton wouldn't even make a palatable soup. But when those little ducklings hatch, that's a flavor you won't match. So delicious, and I just can't get enough. As a felon who is feline, you will say me make a beeline for those tender little juicy balls of flesh.
Ba-ba-ka-der, ba-ka-da-ka-der. Ba-ba-ka-der, ba-ka-da-ka-der. Ba-ba-ka-der, ba-ba-ka-der. Ha! In our waterfall regatta, there's a moorhen pond and chatter, and a mandarin with oriental charm. It's rejected, blatant foul play is suspected. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers in our duckyard of free rangers. It's a poultry tale. It's a poultry tale. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. On the dirt!
Drake, it's no good paddling away. I've seen you. And it doesn't do good for a duck to look sheepish. It confuses the other animals.
Oh, Ida, how are you doing? Sitting all this time taking it out on you?
Well, if you like the sound of it so much, why don't you take a turn on the nest? Oh, and wipe your webs. I just did the floor this morning.
Ida, I'd love to have a crack at sitting on the eggs, but you look so comfortable. It'd be a shame to disturb you.
Huh. And what about that extension you promised to build on the nest? It is going to be very cramped when the little ones arrive. Oh, especially with that one big egg in the clutch. Goodness knows what size that chick is going to be.
I tell you, it's a turkey's egg.
Oh, Drake.
I had the same problem with my ex.
Huh, here we go.
We had a whole pack of troubles with the young ones. I tell ya, they had me running up and down the bank yelling, "Frank Perdue!" But they still wouldn't go in.
Drake, how would a turkey's egg get to be in my nest? Must be your side of the family.
We'll just have to wait and see who he takes after, won't we, dear?
Yes, dear.
Anyway, must buy. I promised I'd help the rooster count the chickens. Shall I meet you hereafter?
Where else do you suppose I'm going to be? As a duck, when you're stuck, sad sitting in the middle of your nest, then at best you get bored. There goes Drake on the lake. I can see him through the rushes all the time, feeling I'm just ignored. I don't pretend that this is all his doing. I'm a sucker for the billing and the cooing. But when you hear that pitter-patter of tiny feet, it doesn't matter how long I've had to sit here minding my brood. Those little heads so soft and downy, their baby bods all golden browny, their beaks constantly open waiting for food. It's the joy of motherhood, those little ducklings walking around in a line. I'll do what any other mother would to try to do my best at bringing up mine. It's the joy of motherhood, those little perks that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would to get my ducks decked out and living in style.
Good morning, Ida!
Morning, Maureen.
How's the mother-to-be?
Oh, well, she'd be better if the father who was better at being the father who is. And sometimes I think I'd been better off pairing with the decoy.
Well, I'm sure Drake will make a marvelous dad when the family arrives.
Not him. Duck by name, duck by nature, ducking out of his responsibilities. Ooh, I'd say butts are made for sitting on eggs all day, then they should have been designed with big old dimples in them.
Oh, Ida, the very thought. How much longer do you have to go?
Well, by my reckoning, they should have been out by now. I went to all my prenatal hatching classes run by that self-satisfied stork, and she said about half a month, but 2 weeks is up.
Well, good things come to those who wait.
I don't know. Why do we put ourselves through it? Every spring, it's exactly the same.
But Ida, you have to think of the rewards. All those lovely little ducklings.
Oh, all those beaks to feed.
Waking you at all hours.
Getting into deep water.
Attracting unwanted admirers.
Like the cat? Why do we put ourselves through it?
'Cause when you hear that dibble-dabble, you're proud to say, "Hey, that's my rabble!" Then watch their maiden voyage out from the bay.
like champagne corks, you'll see them bobbing.
Accompany thy mother sobbing, relieved, thanks to nature, nobody say. It's the joy. Oh, Ida, prepare yourself! It's the joy. It's the joy. It's the joy, 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 joy. It's the joy of motherhood. Those little perks that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would to get my ducks decked out and living to get those ducks decked out and living to get those ducks decked out and living in My babies! Quack, 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 quack. Oh, Ida, they're the loveliest little ducklings I've ever seen. They're the spitting image of their father.
Oh, thanks. Oh, speaking of Daddy, Maureen, would you be a dear and try to find him for me? He's probably making waves down at the local watering hole.
All right, on to Mormor's up now. I'll see you later. What a big world it is.
Yeah, far out. I was getting a little cramped inside that egg.
Well, don't go thinking that this is the whole world. It stretches far beyond the other side of the lake, right into the churchyard. Though I haven't been that far myself.
Yeah, let's explore.
Oh, wait. There are 1 or 2 nest rules before you paddle off. Number 1, no wet feet in the nest. Number 2, you must feather your own nest every morning. Number 3, no quacking after sunset. Number 4, no plankton in between meals. And number 5, wait a minute, you're not all here.
Hey guys, there's gonna be another member of the gang.
Oh, quack, and it's the big one.
Look at the size of the shell on that one.
Excellent.
You got such a big egg. Yeah, how come we got a regular shell and you got a queen size ostrich jaw? It's not fair, Mama. No, Mama, it's not fair.
I want a big egg. I want a big
Hi,
egg.
kids. I'm your dad.
Take a good look at him, because you probably won't see him very often. True to form, you missed it, the pitter-patter of petite paddles.
Well, I'm here now, and that's what matters. So, who's for a swim?
Me.
Oh, Ida, how are you doing sitting all this time taking it out on you?
There's still one to hatch, dump, pluck, the big one.
Let me see that egg again. It's definitely a turkey's egg. You'll never get a toe in the water. Just leave it. Oi! Cut that out! Come and teach the other ones to swim properly.
You teach the others to swim properly. I might as well sit for a bit longer. I sat for so long, a few days more won't make any difference.
Whatever you say, dear. Come on, last one to the lake, Sakoot. Hey, wait for me.
What a roll. Only good for keeping eggshells warm. On the whole, they have always been more uniform. This one's different. This one's different from the rest. I don't believe a turkey's egg could fall into my nest. It's just a freak of nature, just a larger grade of all the other eggs I've ever laid. This one's different, but there's different, and there's different. word.
Honk!
What is wrong with your quack? You're not like your other brothers and sisters there. And different.
Honk!
If I say butterball, does that bother you at all? No? What about water? How would you like to go for a swim?
I'd love to, Mama.
Oh, thank heavens for that. I knew you were one of mine. Now, your fathers have taken those others off to their first swimming lessons, so how about you and I do the same, right here at the water's edge? Nothing too fancy, mind, just the basics to get you started. Oh, it's a bit nippy, but it'll soon warm up. The important thing is to not be afraid of the water.
I'm not afraid. Can we swim out to that island?
Oh, goodness gracious, no, it's further than you think. Why, I haven't been out there since your father and I were courting. And I did not mean to go that far then. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Just do as I do, and you should take to it like a... You should take to it. Hold your head up high, like the most happy fella, while down below each thigh. Apropos, a propeller must keep paddling like the clappers. Just keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm.
Like this?
Yes, that's the way. Oh, bend your knees. Oh, no splashing, please.
Sorry.
And steady, watch that eddy to your right. Oh, danger sign,
Danger sign.
that's fishing line.
Fishing line.
Which strangles if it tangles you up tight. He's a natural in a class of his own.
This is wonderful. I am feeling full grown.
Look at you, you have every reason to hold
Your head up high.
as if free from all troubles. Your back stays nice and dry.
But my bottom's in bubbles. Keep paddling like the clappers. Just keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm.
Let's try that. Slow the pace.
But I want to go faster.
It's not a race.
It's a skill I could master.
And clearly, you are nearly fit to drop.
No, I'm not. I could go on all day.
Have a break.
I feel fresh as a daisy.
Your legs must
No,
ache.
they don't. Are you crazy?
So maybe, now my baby, we should stop.
Would one lap of the lake be okay? It's the greatest thing. Can we have one more try?
This is knackering. He swims better than I.
Pretty please.
Give me straight.
Bend those knees.
Just one length then.
but nothing can deter you if you hold your head up high.
There, dear. That looks much better.
You said it wasn't like my brothers and sisters. What is different?
Well, dear, for one thing, I'm certain you can swim much better than they can.
Really? And what else?
Well, you must try to remember. It's what inside that matters, not what we look like.
It's sort of an orange preserve often found on toast.
No, what's Mama late?
Oh my God. Ida, I want you to walk towards me very, very slowly.
Drake, what are you quacking about?
There's something over there, something not so nice.
This is your son, dear.
Ah, I've created a monster.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He's just not your normal run-of-the-mill pond duck, that's all.
That's all? Ida, I have a reputation.
I know, dear, and I wouldn't go bragging about it if I were you. I'm scared.
I tell you, he's a turkey.
He is not a turkey. He loves the water.
Cranberry sauce.
You see? He didn't even flinch. Now, come along, children. It is time to be educated in the ways of the world. Drake, don't stare at him.
Look at him.
Now then, children, let's not make a fuss.
Look at him.
Are you sure he's really one of us?
Family life, this isn't strong. Still, you won't poke fun. All of you must get along. He's a special son. Now, come along now, all of you. Stay close to me at all times, or you may get trotted on. Oh, and beware of the cat.
Look at him. Legs are bandy and the knees are long. Look at him. That was obviously eggshell shock. But the neighbors scream and run when they see your broom. Seeing ballast waterfalls.
Why are you so rude?
Oh, hello, Marie.
Hello, Ida. Hello, Drake. What a splendid fruit. With a big egg catch out all. Look at him. Come on, Ida, tell me what went wrong. Look at him! Did you leave him in the egg too long?
I admire you for your pluck, strictly ingenue. He may be no pin-up duck, but neither, dear, are you.
Well, I must be going. I heard the children from the farmhouse are throwing French bread in the water. It sounds très chic. I don't want to miss out!
Look at you, look at me, what's it matter?
Obvious.
Why do I make you all laugh and scoff? Why don't we play with the fishes?
Because you scare them off.
Look at him. You admit he is a bit extreme.
Look at him, just a variation on a theme. I don't want to see my son left out on a limb. Why is it that everyone has to jeer?
There's your answer, dear.
Look at him.
Now I hate to be tricky, but the duck peck looks a little bit dicey. Look at him. Have you ever seen a pig with wings? Look at him! Don't genetics do the strangest things? Though the thought may not appeal, break the ties that bind. If you gave the cat a meal, nobody would mind. What?
Tallest to shortest. Look at him. He's an ugly one, there is no doubt. Ah! Look at him. Does he have his giblets inside out? What else would explain his looks being quite so rough?
much more. Look at him. Is this something else they're searching for? They think he's a flop. Maybe they'll let me assist giving him the chop.
All right, everyone. In a moment, you are going to meet her Grace. She's the most important, most distinguished duck on the lake. You will tell by the red band around her neck. It means she is looked up to by men and animals. She was also paired with a mallard in her early days. Now, children, don't turn your toes in. Just bow your heads politely. And say quack.
Quack! 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 Look at him! Now he's ruining our photograph!
Imagine how he's feeling.
Look at him! Mother Nature must have had a laugh!
In a way, he's quite appealing.
Look at him! Na, 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 na.
Nation one should sever. He's ugly in whatever he does, though he really isn't ugly. He's my son as I look in. Don't you see what you've done? You're to blame. This duckyard would be so boring if we all looked the same. Look at him and be thankful that he's not your kid. Look at him, bound to go the way the dodo did. Thought he worked his arm too short. Prospects does he do? He should form a solo club. Look at him, look at
him,
look at you.
little thing. His neck just made to Look at
Boy, Turkey, you've been messing around with my missus.
Huh? What do you mean? Oh, I look nothing like him. I'm a very important, very classy kind of bird. As for that, I wouldn't use it to stuff a duvet with. Talking of stuffing, I don't think you'd be so full of yourself come Thanksgiving. Ooh, don't say that. I don't like that word. What, stuffing? No. Ugh, Thanksgiving.
Congratulations, Ida. They're delightful.
Thank you, Your Grace.
But tell me, that big chappie at the back? Whatever happened there? He's not exactly your classic Beatrix Potter, now is he?
I wish the others wouldn't pick on him so. He'll turn out all right as he gets older.
Well, the others are a triumph, my dear. I only wish I could have produced a brood of my own this year.
I was so sorry to hear about that, Your Grace. You must miss him terribly.
The mandarin was a fine bird, but alas, he became crispy and aromatic before his time. Still, life goes on. Now where has Maureen got to without French bread?
Ta-da! Even the crusts are nice. It's better than the usual. You have to try it.
I'll give it a dabble.
Make way for the red-banded duck.
Honk!
Ida, you really must do something about that honk.
It's not fair. I'm hungry.
Oh, look, croissants!
Why do you all pick on me? Quack! 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 If they knew just how dearly I would love to. Quack! But it's true. I'm a bird who seems to lack the knack. I'm just different. I'm just different from the rest. And who can blame them wanting me to find another nest? But different isn't naughty. Different isn't bad. So why should being different make me sad? I'm just different. They're like peas from the same pod. No wonder they make fun of me. Life's harder when you're odd. But different isn't scary. Different is no threat. And now I'm still their brother. They forget I didn't choose to look this way. I don't want to be unique. I don't like my grubby feathers, and I hate my stubby beak. There's a runt in every litter, one black sheep in every flock. But when you know it's you somehow, your ego takes a knock. I'm just different, but I have a sense of pride. My looks may well be funny, but I hurt the same inside. Different isn't spiteful, different isn't wrong. So why is it so hard to get along? I only want to get along. Different isn't hateful. Different could be swell. Different is just, well, different.
Hello, Ducky.
Who are you?
I'm your friend.
Oh, I haven't got any friends. Everybody hates me because I'm ugly.
Oh, they are too cruel. Look at them guzzling down all that bread.
It's supposed to be really nice. It's French.
Hello, Hunch. Do you mean to tell me that they didn't let you have any?
Not a crumb.
Well, that settles it then. Lunch is in. On me.
Do you really mean it? You really are a friend!
Of course I am. Now come along.
Oh, I think I better tell my mother.
Oh, no, you mustn't. You see, she's with her grace. Don't you know a duckling must never interrupt anyone who's talking to her grace?
I really think I should.
A little stale, but one mustn't crumble.
Mama!
Oh, yes. Oh, excuse me, Your Grace. Billy, stop standing on Downey's foot. She keeps going around in circles.
Look, Mama, I've been invited.
One moment, sweetheart. Billy, not such big mouthfuls. And soak it in water first, or you're going to choke.
Would it be all right if I...
I'm sure. Fluff, I hope you're not just picking out the raisins.
Listen, Ducky, we won't be gone for long. What harm can it do? And you're hungry, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, that makes two of us. Come along.
Well, if you're sure.
Oh, I'm quite sure.
It's Ida I feel sorry for. How she managed to lay that big of an egg, I'll never know. It makes my eyes water just thinking about it.
I think it just puts out the wrong message having someone looking like that paraded around the lakeside amenities.
Do you mind? That is my son you're talking about. There is nothing wrong with him. He just looks a bit different, that's all. I think that makes him someone rather special.
Well said, Ida. I agree with you. And if I agree, then everybody agrees. I think an apology is in order from you too.
Wait a minute. Where is he gone?
I thought he was with you.
He was just a moment ago.
Well, if he'd had any sense, he'd go and put a bag over his head.
Drake, that's enough.
I'm kidding. He can't be far.
Oh, he was trying to ask me something.
He's probably just gone back down to the lake. You know he loves to swim.
Not without telling me he wouldn't. Where is he gone?
for goodness sake. All right, Turkey, you head down by the milking shed. Maureen and Henrietta, check down by the hen house. Ida, you and I will take the ducklings down to the lake.
And I'll coordinate operations from the grain store.
Ugly?
Welcome to the Kitty Cat Snack Shack. Fast food for famished felines.
It's a nice place you have here.
A little bijou, perhaps, but I think of it as home. Now, let's see here. Casserole of duck, duck with cherries, duck with chestnuts, duck with pineapple, duck pancakes with plum sauce, duck pate. Ah, here we are. Duck à l'orange.
What are we having?
I'm having you for lunch.
I know we are. I'm asking, what are we going to eat?
Oh, I'll whip something up. A surprise.
Wow. My mother must have been talking about somebody else. She told me to beware of the cat.
Ha! Bless her. Mothers are all the same. For some reason, they think it's part of their job description to stop us from having fun. Not my mother, though. Do you know what she used to say to me? You can scratch the antique furniture to sharpen up your claws. You can lacerate the cushions if you're ever stuck indoors. You can dig up all the flowers from the freshly planted beds. And with articles of clothing, it's okay to pull some threads. But I remember as a kindergarten kitten, one phrase that left me singularly smitten. You can play with your food before you eat it. You can chivvy a chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So, Ducky, let me play with you. You can play with your food before you bite it. You can toy with your tuck before the crunch. You can play with your food, why fight it? It's a crazy little game called lunch. So tell me, Ducky, what is it you'd like to do? It can be anything. I won't tell your mother.
Anything. Well, I'd like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, tickle sticklebacks in the shallows. And maybe if there's time, go slime to the place where you find marshmallows. I'll go and slay a dragonfly and watch them boatmen race. To say the cat is dangerous is clearly not the case.
I'd rather play a game that's sharp and witty, and preferably something in the kitty. You can play with your food before you nibble. You can jest with your joint before you slice. You can play with your food, but don't dribble. My mama gave the best advice. You can play with your food before you gulp it. You can mess with your meal before you munch. You can play with your food, then pulp it. It's a crazy little game called lunch.
We could go splashing in the rushes, touching the own ditch, find a kind of place where it's boggy. We'll make a little camp where it's secretive and damp for me and my maid, the Moggy. And if the other ducklings want to come and join our games, they have to make a promise first to stop calling me names.
Oh, I'll help you to forget the way they scolded, just as soon as I have got my napkin folded. Oh, you want to play hide and seek, do you? Where are you? Am I getting warmer? You can play with your food before you eat it. You can chivvy a chow before you chew. You can play with your food before it can beat it. So ducky, 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 let me play with you. You can play with your food before you bite it. Mess with your meal before you munch. You can play with your food. Why fight it? It's a crazy little game. So tell me, Ducky, do you like oranges?
I don't know, I've never tried one.
Well, suck on this! It's a crazy little game called Lunch!
What's that noise?
Salivating.
No, it's coming from outside.
Oh, that. It's just us children from the farm playing ball. Do they ever play with me? Do they ever ring around my Rosie? I'm sure they don't even know that they have a cat. Some people shouldn't just keep any animals. And 8 out of 10 cats that express a preference would agree with me.
What are people?
What are people? Huh. You mustn't get mixed up with them. Bad news, that's what people are. Just consider yourself lucky, Ducky, that I'm going to spare you from ever having to encounter them. Yes, I know, it's a duck. Yes, I'm aware, it's a bloody duck!
Actually, I think I'm a mallard.
Struck out by a foul ball.
Oh no, they're coming inside. Yeah, you hide there until the heat is off. I think I'm gonna try and find my own way back to the duckyard. Perhaps we can have lunch some other time. Goodbye. Oh no. No, so right at the cow shed, we left at the hen house. And no, we passed the pig trough. I remember the smell, and there was the water, but he didn't let me swim in. And then, no, he was left at the hen house. I like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, tickle sticklebacks in the shallows. Oh dear. I think I'm lost.
Lost? With the cat? Ida, you know that we don't just get lost with the cat!
We don't know for sure.
Did the cat really eat him, Mama? That's gross.
That's enough of that. I don't want to hear another quack. Right? He'll be back by morning, and when he gets home, you all are going to be nice to him. Now, off to roost.
And eerie mood descends the farm. It seems so strangely quiet. The rumor is the cat has had more roughage in his diet. Although he was an ugly bird, it hurts us now to say that feathers have been sighted in the pussy's litter tray.
But Ida, the description! The donkey said that he saw the cat walking with a... Well, who else around here looks like that?
I don't believe it. He is a tough little duck. And I'm certain he can outsmart that mangy old Tom.
Of course he could.
No, he's out there somewhere. Probably on his way back right now. And if he isn't, I guess I'm just gonna have to go out there and find him, won't I?
For Ida has our sympathies. She looks so sad and gloomy, but looking on the brighter side, her nest is now more roomy. We find it rather difficult to say consoling things.
tell me, Ida, it has been a week now since your son went missing. How are you faring up? Can you manage a tear for the camera?
What?
Oh, good, they've arrived. Now what do you think is my best side?
Drake, what is this?
And zoom in for the headshot. Confusion, anguish, matrimonial disquiet. I love it. And close up for the reaction shot.
This dear is Maggie Pye from America's Most Feathered. They're doing a feature. This will get us up on one of the pelicans. Here's the photo you've been looking for. It is a bit torn, I'm afraid. And as you know, we are in a very, very deep...
So, Ida, there have been rumors of farmyard bullying. Do you think that your son was abducted? Or is it possible that he ran away to escape his persecutors?
What are you saying?
That's good. I'll buy that. Defensive, yet emotional. Just a hint of anger. I'm filling up here.
Why can't you just leave us alone?
Oh, nice. Very nice. Feisty cells.
Does anyone care what I think?
Sorry, sir. Coming to the end of transmission. I'm going to leave the final word with Ida, just in case her son is out there watching. But for now, I'm Maggie Pye with America's Most Feathered, saying that if you see anything suspicious from thieving magpies to lost ducklings, the chicks on the switchboard are waiting to take your call. All right, Ida, it's all yours.
And don't go bubbling, for God's sake.
Every time you turn around, I expect you to flee. Everyone my name, but it's your voice that I hear. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. Get away! Get away, all of you! Every day will seem to be more empty than most. Everywhere the sun once shone, a shadow has been cast. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed
But Ida, you can't leave me with the other four.
away. You'll manage, Drake.
But
My mind is made up.
you know you shouldn't. You know you shouldn't. Apart from which, it's dangerous to go past the churchyard at this time of year.
I won't be satisfied until I find the truth. Try to understand, dear. A mother knows.
Well, then you better take the cell phone.
Every moment seems an hour. Every hour lasts a day. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away.
Now, where have they got to now? Shabby flock. I do wish they would keep up. No discipline. That's the trouble with the goslings of today.
They're probably tired, dear. We have been marching an awfully long time.
Poppy cook, do you expect us to fly with the chute in the marsh? I think not this way.
Excuse me? I wonder if you can help.
Keep walking, eyes front. UFO at 4 o'clock.
You see, I'm lost.
No excuse for bad navigation. A bird without a flight path doesn't deserve its wings. Isn't that what I always say, dear?
Always, dear.
But I can't fly. I got lost on foot.
Nah, Infantry, eh? Messy business.
Well, he's only a youngster. Perhaps we could give him his directions, marching orders.
Ah, very well. We're geese, migrants, you know. Birds of passage. Wouldn't want us to lose our way, what?
Well, dear, there was the time we ended up in the Wayward Islands.
Windward, dear. Windward. And that was a completely different scenario. Weak thermals, strong headwinds. We were completely blown off course.
Then how can my sister manage to get to Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, quite.
Well, where were you trying to get to, dear?
Back to my mother on the lake. I think it's in that direction? I saw some ducks fly over a few minutes ago.
Well, if you did, it was probably the last flying mission, what?
What do you mean?
There's a chute on the marsh, dear.
What is a shoot?
Well, you see, it's a people sport. One group of men move through the marsh, scaring ducks into the air, and another group, with guns, shoot them back out of the air again.
The cat warned me about people.
The cat.
Yes, you see, I went off with this cat.
But cats are dangerous. Didn't your mother warn you?
Well, yeah, she did, but...
The enemy. Nasty piece of work. Pull your wishbone soon as look at ya.
But the cat said he was my friend.
You don't want friends like that, dear. Your mother was right to warn you.
She was?
Gun dogs. I was afraid it wouldn't have to come to this, but it is time for maneuvers. All right, at ease. Company, fall in. I didn't mean literally. All right, eyes front. Let's have a look at you. Barnacles. When I said eyes front, I would expect your body would be doing the same thing.
Sorry, Wing Commander.
Pinkfoot, you've trodden in something. Maybe next time keep your head of other people's business. See to it. Snowy? Oh, never mind. All right, at ease. We have just received word that we are going to embark on a very delicate, not to say dangerous mission. It is one of reconnaissance and reunification.
Oh, here we go. Translation dot.
Well, this poor duckling has lost his mum, bless him, and we're going to find her.
You can always tell a pompous goose by his pigeon English.
All right, geese, attention! As you know, we're about to embark on a mission, the likes of which we have not seen before. You are a fine body of geese, and I know you will do your very best. Good luck, geese. We're off on a wild goose chase. We will be no stranger to danger. The squadron will show no fear. Shocks away, our air display must start. We're off on a wild goose chase.
You may think it odd that a squad such as ours can perform this role.
Blown into kingdom come. We won't be back until we found your mom.
But we don't know where his farm is, dear. How are we going to plan the route?
Don't worry, I'll navigate.
That's what I was afraid of.
We're off on a wild goose chase.
It's a thankless task, but we ask who can do it as well as we.
We're off, keen to solve this problem's crux. For what could be grander than having a gander for AWOL missing ducks?
spectacles checked, and catchers do not advance. The thing they're most famous for is being rooted to the spot.
Hello, Ducky. I thought I lost you.
Stand back or I'll peck.
Oh, be still, my quaking legs. I'm going to be goosed.
What are you doing here?
What are friends for? I've come to take you home. Your mother's been carrying on something fearful.
My mother. You've seen my mother.
Yes, she sent me to come get you. Special envoy.
Now listen here, Cat. I'm in command around here, and my squadron has taken personal charge of the duckling's safe return to his mother.
Well, I wouldn't try flying at the moment. Haven't you heard the guns?
We will commence maneuvers as soon as the shooting party's over. Set it to the ranks!
Well, maybe I could be of some assistance. I'll head over to the chute and I'll let you know when they're packing for the day.
Very well. And no funny business. I know several ways to skin your type.
Oh, it's like taking candy from a baby.
We're off on a wild goose chase.
Good art that a squad such as ours can perform this role.
We're off and we'll prove that's not the case.
Avoiding the ack-ack, we'll search for this quack-quack and
Then return to base.
company present paper, company present comb. As you know, we are about to embark on a mission, the likes of which we have not seen before, and we may have to pay the ultimate price. You are a fine body of geese, and I know you will do your very best. Keep a stiff upper beak, geese, and always remember our motto. Semper Victoria non potete vegra.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dot. I'm your senior flight commander, and on behalf of Captain Greylag, I would like to welcome you to this afternoon's flight from rocky marshland to some far-flung farm. We'll be cruising at an altitude of several feet and flying in a rather attractive V formation. In the event of an emergency landing, we ask that you observe the safety procedures that we have been over so many times before. We hope you have a pleasant flight, and thank you for choosing Goose Air, the fluffy skies.
Off to ensure this duckling is not so long. We won't be back until we found your.
The coast is clear. They're putting away their guns.
Are you sure?
On one of my lives.
All right, good. Final check, geese. Oh, and here's a parachute for you.
For me?
You don't think I'm going to leave you here with the duckling? Oh no, you're coming with us.
Oh, cat litter.
Our wings are spread, so don't delay. Our excess bags are stowed away. It's time to fly. We're off on a wild goose chase. That's happy ending and ending if we can locate his nest. I'll be waiting for cheerio, goodbye to the big old chum. We won't be back until we won't be back. We won't be back until we find your mom. Goodbye. Good luck. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. No! No! What's happening? The cat said the people put their guns away. He said he was my friend. He lied. Mama, what should I do now?
Hold your head up high.
It's not always so easy to hold your head up high. light and breezy, I thought dreams were made for a reason, but hope seems to fade with each season. And mama, you seem so far away. It's your voice that I hear.
More empty than the last.
Hold your head up high.
Has been cast.
And all the while wondering, reminiscing, I keep pondering if she's missing me.
Every tear on mother
The way
cries
I
is a dream that's washed away.
Just knowing that you're out there will help me to get by. Until we're reunited, I will hold my head up high. Oh no! A people person!
What's that? There's a dirty footprint on the shack. Always in a place where it shows. Some people are so thoughtless. Why can't they step on the pattern section like civilized folks?
Never mind where they stepped. My point is that someone has stepped at all in our house.
And look, whoever it was has burst one of the pillows.
I'm not a burst pillow.
Oh my word, it speaks.
What are you? Animal, vegetable, mineral?
Duckable. I mean, duck. Duck. I'm a duckling.
Are you sure? Was your mother a duck?
Yes?
Well, she must have been sick as a parrot when she saw you.
Low, but that was terribly good.
Thank you, dear. I don't believe I've ever seen such an ugly duckling.
What are you doing in our house?
I was sheltering from the cold. I saw the door was open, so I didn't think it would hurt to step inside.
Not hurt. Not hurt. Well, let me just tell you, the marks that you've left on the carpet will drive the old woman to grab the carpet brush, and we can't bear the smell of that stuff. Can we, dear?
Don't upset yourself, Queenie. He's probably going through the molt. Hormones running amok, irrational behavior, mood swings.
What of it?
I don't think I like your tone, young culture, my lad. And mind that, you will marking the antimacassar next.
What's an anti-macassar?
I don't know, but it obviously works. There hasn't been a macassar in the house for as long as I can remember.
Oh, you Queenie, you are a funny cat.
Cat! You're a cat!
Of course I'm a cat.
So, are you going to eat me?
Don't be disgusting. The very thought. I've never been into that bird butchering business. Couldn't be doing with all those feathers. It's like eating your meal and flossing your teeth at the same time. No, I have the old woman poach me a fresh fish.
But the old woman's a person. Doesn't she hurt you? And you're a chicken. Why does she keep you shut up in here? Don't you prefer it out in the yard?
Outside? With all that scratching and scraping? You must be crazy. Queenie and I live on the couch. We're domesticated, you see. It takes all sorts to make a world. On that point we are clear. It takes all sorts to make a world, but we don't want him here. Our taste is good and liberal. Our views are well expressed. It takes all sorts to make a world. It's just that our sort's best.
So, you should consider yourself lucky that we're even bothering to enter a conversation with a riffraff like yourself. You see, Loba, so clearly named after her obvious deficiency in the leg department, is usually most particular about whom she chooses to speak to.
And I might tell you that Queenie is downright snobbish when it comes to social intercourse with poultry. I consider myself quite fortunate that our common interest in needlepoint has rendered us such close friends.
When one explores the great outdoors, one fears what one might see.
Whenever we show perfect niches here on the city,
The world outside is changing, it's a constant state of flux.
that doesn't suit domestic folk. It's best left for you ducks.
Oh,
It takes all sorts of worlds. On that point we are clear. It takes all sorts to make a world, but we don't want them here. Our taste is good and liberal. Our views are well expressed. It takes all sorts to make a world. It's just that our sorts,
I think my sorts.
our sorts best.
And what is it you do here all day?
We sit and chat, and sit and chat. And sometimes I will arch my back and let sparks fly from my fur.
And then we sit and chat, and sit and chat, and sometimes I will lay an egg.
And is that it?
What else is there for civilized folk to do? What do you do?
Well, my absolute favorite thing to do is swimming. I just love how the water just closes in over your head as you plunge right down at the bottom.
Loba knows all about plunging down at the bottom. Don't you, dear?
Come on, I'll show you.
Swimming? In the autumn? What a crazy notion.
Well, could use the exercise, dear. Think of your thigh meats. She's got drumsticks like an ostrich.
Well, you haven't exactly been a slave to your step aerobics. It's as much as you can do to get your flap open.
Gracious, Loba, you're missing your TV program. Chop Chop. She loves her antique shows.
Where's the remote?
You're sitting on it.
6 months on, and still no sighting of the duckling who, as you will remember from the photograph released at the time, has what can best be described as a rather unforgettable appearance. Now, our experts believe he may already have undergone certain changes, and they have put together a composite of what he may look like today. Viewers may find this image very disturbing.
I'm sure he's still out there somewhere. So if anyone's seen him, please call in.
Mama!
Is there something you'd like to tell us, dear?
Yes, once again, viewers, we are calling out to you if you have any information. The number is coming up now on your screen.
Mama!
Did you run away from home?
No,
Well, there's only one thing to do. I'll call from the kitchen.
Oh no, the old woman.
She wouldn't ring her own doorbell. Come in.
Quack, quack.
Oh no, what are you doing here?
Thought I'd cooked my goose, eh? Is that any way to treat your long-lost feather father?
Father? Well, ugliness certainly runs in the family.
He's not my father. Don't listen to him.
Oh, he is overcome. Son, hug your daddy. Your mother and I have been worried sick.
Don't let him near me. He's a cat, I tell you.
Well, dear, folks who live in glass houses shouldn't be calling kettles black or something like that.
He's a cat!
Children will have their fun. I do apologize for any inconvenience he may have caused, and I'm most grateful that you've kept him in one piece. Come along, Ducky. Thank the nice poultry for looking after you.
He's a cat, I tell you. A sly, treacherous, double-crossing,
Hungry?
no good, conniving tomcat.
It's no good. The line's busy.
Well, hello.
Mercy, another bird. Haven't you got a pond to go to?
Meow.
I thought you said his mother was worried sick.
Meow. Meow.
Told you he was a tomcat.
A tomcat?
Don't go getting any ideas, Queenie. We have an arrangement. Don't forget. There'll be tears before bedtime.
Madam, I'd be honored, though I'm not of your ilk, if we could get together, maybe share a dish of milk.
Sure, I'd be delighted, though it's true you're a scruff. But when one's had things easy, one likes a bit of rough. Queenie, you loose cat!
Together on the tiles we will totter. Together we will sit on garden wall. Together we will make tin roofs seem hotter. Together you'll be throwing up fireballs. String a violin! Have you forgotten, dear? Clinic has confirmed that they can fit you in. You need to be dewormed, and with your last attack, you almost filled the sack, so maybe you should go. It's only fair to say that she is rather prone to carry parasites. Her fur is not her own, and on the hygiene front, to be both frank and blunt, it's better you don't know. Although I don't wish to gripe, I don't think she'd be your type. Together, we will build our own cat's chorus. Together, I will choose our favorite keys. Together, we will conquer all before us. Together, you could rid her of her fleas. You have to help me out, it's looking pretty grim. What will become of me if she should go with him? She's gone all gooey-eyed and I'm terrified she'll leave me on the shelf. Well, go on then, run! Oh dear, alas, alas, the door was left ajar. The duckling has escaped, he can't have got that far. If you start making tracks, you're bound to hear his quacks, so maybe you should go. Don't let us delay your trip, he'll soon be within your grip.
searching for my son. Yeah, that one, it ain't right. I've spent weeks filling beaks, hearing daddy, daddy, daddy. I'm depressed round the nest day and night. And what sort of time do you call this?
We sort of lost track of time.
Well, your father does. Mom's not here. You're grounded.
Oh, Wano.
And where did you pick up language like that? I told you not to hang around with that Jay Bird. He's so blue.
Well, you say it.
That is completely different. I say it in a mature and grown-up way.
Still means the same thing.
When's Mom coming back?
I don't know, honey. And did you preen your feathers yet today? What do you mean you haven't gotten around to it? What are they teaching you these days? Do you know what happens when a bird doesn't preen their feathers? They sink.
But she is coming back, right?
I don't know, honey. And did you eat the pondweed I packed for you?
Pelicans don't have.
No, the pelicans wouldn't.
Is she gonna find Ugly?
I don't know. All right, time to roost. Make sure to brush your beaks and don't take all the water. My bill's big enough. When Ida said she'd go, I had to let her. A shame because this apron fits her better. Where's the joy in motherhood? An endless round of chores that have to be done. For when you think you've seen the back of them, you find in actual fact you're back at square one. There's no joy in motherhood, or if there is, it's something I just can't see. Yet Ida somehow copes with all of this, and then on top of that, she puts up with me. Now what?
I will search every pond, I will search every stream, every river. And the broadest of bays and the widest of lakes must be crossed. While you are missing from my life, it's me who's feeling lost. Without you, I feel lost.
Look at her. It's a shame that she won't face the fact. Look at her. Can't she see the way the odds are stacked?
Well, have you heard anything from Ida yet? No, she's got the cell phone switched off. But the pigeon delivered a message and it said, I'm here, Twin Jugs, Minnesota. I don't know if that's the truth or if it's just offensive.
Look at
She's
her.
from her strong belief.
She's her strong belief.
Look at her.
Look at
So hard to
her.
come to terms with
Grief.
And he's about so high with a rather characteristic honk.
That
Sounds like that squaddy who shot through a while ago. Or should I say, we got shot through. It was like Sag Arbor.
I think you mean Pearl Harbor, dear.
Well, here's a map just in case.
Look at her. So convinced she's getting me. Look at her. She's a little late, we fear. And how do we know you're not a duck? And you're not a cat?
I beg your pardon.
No happy
No, Drake, listen. He was last seen heading in the direction of Moreland Farms.
That's north of here, isn't it?
Yes?
Interesting.
You!
are you?
I'm Penny. Please, do you think you can help untangle me?
I'll try. What are you?
A swan. Mind you don't hurt yourself on that foot. Don't come in, that's both getting damaged.
A swan?
I mean, my first migration, and what happens?
Your first what?
Migration. The cold weather's setting in and we're leaving today for the warmlands.
Leaving?
You're a funny one, all these questions.
Sorry.
What's your name?
Everybody calls me ugly.
Oh, don't listen to them. Stay Triago. You should have heard the names they called me before the war. Penny Dreadful, Penny Plain, Penny Dropping.
Pretty Penny? Why would anyone want to call you names?
Like I said, stay Triago through.
Excuse me, under your wing? Thank you.
My mother always made me feel like a fish line that we could find.
So did mine when we were out swimming. There, just have a few loops around my legs.
Oh, thank you. I thought I was going to be left behind, and this is no place to spend the winter alone. Where's your flock?
I don't know. I'm lost. And the more I seem to search for them, the further away I seem to wander.
That's dreadful. When did you last see them?
In the spring?
In the spring? You've been gone since the spring?
Poor thing, you can't stay out here for the winter. You'll freeze.
No, I'll be all right.
Come with us. The others won't mind, and then next spring we'll return together and I'll help you find your family.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly.
Of course you could. Come on, and we'll never catch up.
Penny, I'd love to. I really would, but I can't fly. At least not as well enough to go with you.
Doesn't matter if you're not as strong as the others. We can stay back and fly at your own pace.
It sounds wonderful, but I have to find my mother. I know she can't be that far. Maybe when you come back in the spring, we can meet up again.
I'd like that. Are you sure you'll be all right?
I'm sure.
Wait. I hate to leave you here like this, but I really have to go now. Goodbye, and thank you again. I won't forget you. HONK!
I've seen butterflies on bluebells, drinking in the dew. Cobwebs in the sunlight, shining. I've seen them too. I've seen rainbows in the skyward, passing leaves of every shade. And you, I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen I've seen waterfalls cascading, sparkling in the light. Damselflies that dance their dance from morning till night. I've seen rainbows reaching skyward, pass between the clouds and fade from view. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. And though I've seen the willows weeping branches, the misty morning air, a clear and starry night has nothing to compare with the air. I've seen rainbows reaching skyward and from the air. I have seen the silver gossamer thread. I have seen the golden sunset over the horizon, painted skies of pink and blue. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. Now I've seen you. Oh, now I've seen She won't remember me. She probably won't even come back, but if she does, why would she want anything to do with me?
Ribbit, ribbit. Oh! Pardon me.
Leave me alone.
Well, sorry if I made you jump. Not that there's anything wrong with jumping. It sort of runs or jumps in the family, depending on which way.
What do you want?
Want?
Well, you might as well just get it off your chest and tell me how ugly I am.
Ugly?
There, I hope you feel better.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Would you mind if I hopped off and came back on again? I mean, come on. Have a word with yourself, Feathers. Who am I to call you ugly? I mean, look at me. There, see? Connect the dots. If we're talking ugly, then no one's more aesthetically challenged than I am. Ooh, I know what your problem is. You've been preening yourself too much.
What do you mean?
You've got down in the mouth! Yeah. Woo. Nothing. I'm getting nothing.
I wish to be left alone.
But now that's just downright antisocial. Hold on. I got a human in my throat. Yeah! Okay, listen, I know how you feel. But you mustn't let it depress you. I mean, I started off as a blob of jelly, and it's been downhill ever since. I say to myself, I'm just a handsome prince in frog's clothing, and one day someone will come along and kiss me and release my inner beauty. And then I say to myself, get real, who would want to French a frog? You know what our trouble is?
No.
Our image isn't in vogue. That's all. It's a question of taste. But mark my words, one day, ugly will be in. If you just sit tight on your lily pad, each silly fad will pass. Then those who sport this season's look will fall flat on their ask your mother what it's called. Fashion is a fickle thing, but just you wait and see. The day will come when birds style, and then I guarantee out there, someone's gonna love ya. Someone's gonna love ya, warts and all. Out there, just around the corner, in amongst the fauna, someone's gonna fall for you. Though I'm Tyrannosaurus Rexy, some will find me sexy in my way. Though it may take some time to find out when you do, you'll have a ball. 'Cause out there somewhere, someone's gonna love ya, warts and all.
Do you really believe that?
Of course I do. Feathers, you gotta start looking on the sunnier side of the lily pad. The ugliest of creatures have such redeeming features. So why not let your boy shine forth?
A mouth that runs from east to west is bound to make you look depressed. It's better if both corners both point north.
Now that's what I'm talking about, so don't go into hiding. There's no need for disguise. Even some potatoes have got nice eyes. I'm telling you, Feathers, out there, someone's gonna love ya. Someone's gonna love ya.
Warts and all.
Now you're croaking my language.
Out there in a muddy puddle, someone needs a cuddle. Though the chance is small.
It's true, just think. Whenever you need boosting, one day you'll be roosting with a mate. Though it may take some time to find out when you do,
someone's gonna love ya. Warts and all. Tell 'em, kids.
He's gonna fall for you.
No, I'm Tyrannosaurus Rexy. Some will find me sexy in my way.
He'll find you sexy.
Though it may take some time to find out when you do, you'll have a ball. 'Cause out there somewhere, someone's gonna love ya.
Someone's gonna love ya.
Whenever you need boosting, one day you'll be roosting.
Soon you'll be roosting.
Though it may take some time to find out when you do, you'll have a ball. 'Cause out there somewhere, someone's gonna love ya.
Out there somewhere, someone's gonna love ya. Warts and all. Warts and all. Warts and
All right, Feathers, I must hop, but I'll be seeing you. And remember, one day we will be flavor of the month. Woo! What am I saying?
Goodbye. And if you ever come to the Duckyard, please call in. I'd love for you to meet my family.
Of course, stay warm and stay cheerful. I'll be seeing you.
Well, what have we here? A nice plump little duckling.
Honk!
Gotcha, my beauty.
Honk!
It's no good you struggling and honking. I've got a family to feed and you'll make a fine Sunday roast.
Honk! Honk!
Now where's my knife? Oh, it's closing that penguin's picnic out here tonight. Darn, I must have left it in my car.
Hello, Ducky. I see the macrame class has paid off.
How did you find me?
Oh, a little bird told me.
Well, you're too late. I'm going to be eaten by the people.
Such a waste.
Even if you did help me to escape, you'd probably only eat me yourself.
True.
Well, you're not gonna get me. Oh no, he's coming back.
Now listen here, Ducky. I have what you'll find is a very tempting proposition.
Well, I don't like orange if that's part of your plan.
Look, if you come along with me, I'll take you back to the Duckyard so you can see your mother for one last time.
Either way, I get eaten, right?
Well, you can't have it both ways. Quick, make a decision.
All right, you're on.
Good. And no funny business. Remember, at least this way you'll get to see your mother again.
The girl in the cream in my garden thinks he's escaped.
The sun is cold and watery. The ponds are deeply frozen. Of all the times for traveling, it's not when we'd have chosen.
You sure you know where you're going? We seem to be going around in circles.
Shut up! It's the snow! It makes everything look the same.
The skies are gray and menacing. A blizzard would seem certain, and even good King Wenceslas would not draw back his curtain. Is anyone out there? Is anybody out there? It has blown the snow and drifts too beautiful for words. It may look good on Christmas cards, but not for cats and birds.
Honey? Oh no! My baby! No! Not like this! Not after all this time! What was it all for? What was the point of your little life? It can't end like this. It can't. And he's dead. And it's all my fault. He ran away from the nest last spring. I should have gone after him. But I had his brothers and sisters to rear. I couldn't just leave them. And now it's too late.
Cry, my dear, for the warmth of a mother's tears can cry a tender heart.
Only I could believe that.
What do we have if we don't have
remember you. How could I forget? You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Well, you should take a look at your own reflection.
I've seen rainbows reaching skyward, pass between the clouds and fade from view. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I see you.
So I've seen the railroad sleeping branches, the misty morning air, the clear and starry night has nothing to compare with you. And you knew I was a swan.
Of course I knew. That's why I asked you to come with us, if only your wings had been strong enough.
Well, my mother, can she come with us?
Of course I can't. I'm just a baggy old duck. I can't teach you the ways of the swans.
But you taught me how to swim.
And from what I remember, that nearly finished me off. It's hardly surprising, really. Fancy me teaching a swan to swim.
But I want you to come.
I can't go with you. My place is back on the lake with your father, bless him. They say birds of a feather should flock together, and your place is with the swans now. And I think I know someone who's rather keen that you should go with them.
But I've just found you. I don't know if I want to leave so soon.
Of course you do. Now, go on, before I get all tearful and unnecessary, but you make sure you come back and visit us all at the duck yard. Take care of him for me, won't you?
Of course. Goodbye, my dear. I know this may be hard for you, but I promise you we'll take good care of him.
I'm sure you will. Well, go on then. Let's see you fly. Go on. Take a run at it. That's the way. He was different. He was different from the rest. Of course he can't belong with me. I know I should have guessed. He wasn't mine to mother. He wasn't mine to rear. Another dream gets washed away. Another dream, another mother's tear. One, two, three.
You didn't really think I would leave you behind.
Oh, but you must. It's your life now, and you belong with the swans.
But why? I don't care whose egg I came out of. You're my mother, you raised me, and that's all that counts.
Well,
It takes all sorts to make a world, and you said so yourself. The duck yard would be boring if we all looked the same. So, I've decided to come back with you. To be different.
we're both coming back.
To be the first swans on the lake. Look, I was different my whole life. I was different as a duckling, and you'll be just as different as a swan. I like me, I like my honk, and I like being different.
Well, you certainly are that. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Well, come on then. What are we waiting for? I can't wait to see Drake's reaction. I think he might lay an egg, and what that might turn into doesn't bear thinking about.
Wait a minute. I have some unfinished business.
Hello, Swanee? Swanee? Swanee! Oh, I love ya. Oh, I love ya. You can play with your duck until you goose it. You can chicken your swan until you goose. To get together, we could fricassee your mother. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy. The weather's turned out nice again. It's a crazy little game called. Oh, that's it! I quit. I surrender. I've been working too hard. Ow!
Hark at him, 'cause his honking is the best we've heard. You're feeling rather small in this whole shebang. Maybe you'll forgive us all, and we hope with enough soft soul, lead our gang.
Of course I forgive you. I'm just happy to be with you all again and to introduce you to someone. This is Penny.
Hello. Hello, Penny.
Welcome home, my dear. I've been thinking. I'm getting rather long in the bill, and I think the time is right for me to relinquish the red band. Wear it with pride, my dear, for you are indeed the finest bird on the lake, as I know I was in my day. And let it be known that, from this day forth, the red band shall be known as the signet ring.